Have you heard about the drug market in Onitsha? Have you heard about the ongoing crisis, the challenges, what is happening in the market, and the perspective that Very Dark Man brought and the explanation that Nafdac is trying to bring to the fore? You see, it then explains a lot of things that is happening in this country that each and every one of us needs to address. When Nafdac said fake drugs was discovered in the market, then the market was closed. I remember P2B visited some house member, 21 was amongst them, and also the state House of Assembly member that is in charge of drug also visited. The promise they're going to put a word across to Nafdac and they're going to get the market open. But could you believe that for all this while the market has stayed be closed until they invited Very Dark Man? And that was where we got to understand, we got to know that each of the marketers, each of the traders was asked to pay 700,000 to Nafdac. As at when Very Dark Man visited, about 1,000 of them have paid, which is they paid about 700 million. Remember, about 5,000 plus of them. So it brings a lot of questions to the fore. What is the 700,000 for? Was it going to be for them to pay to reopen registration or whatever it is? You see, it led to a lot of accusation and counter accusation, and Nafdac tried to explain what the 700,000 was for, and it is constitutional for them to collect the money and the likes. But you see, it brings a lot of questions that we need to ask. When the fake drugs was discovered, was it discovered in all the shops in the market? Was all the traders, were they all culpable? Were they all caught with fake drugs? Now, who are the people paying this 700,000? Is it for all of them? Is it when they pay, the market will be reopened, or when they pay, the case will be investigated according to Nafdac? You see, it brings a lot of things that you and I need to ask and question ourselves. Now, most of those traders, they've been stranded, they've been impoverished, they have been made to go through a bleak period in their life because, like I said, some of them might be innocent, some of them might not be innocent. But that does not mean we're just going to band all of them together and then make them go through these things that they are going through, because most of them, I know, they used to keep their cash in the shop, so now they are stranded, they cannot access their shops. But we're made to understand that through the back door, some of them have been opening because they made some payments. You see, it gives rise to a lot of questions that will begin to question the integrity of Nafdac, the integrity of the security forces, and the integrity of the association and what is happening in the country. I remember the last video that was posted by Nafdac. They were saying that the shops and the market, or the drug markets, does not have the right ventilation. They don't have windows, they don't have this, they don't have that. It's a cause to questioning a lot of things. Why are those things coming out now? Is it because Very Dark Man tried to expose what they were doing? Is it extortion or whatever it is? Asking them to pay 700,000. So after paying, what happens? And again, we need to start questioning some of these things that we do. You know, when they bring out this that tells you is the law, you begin to ask yourself, when was this law established? Was it promulgated? Was it passed across this? Were they oriented? Was there necessary orientation? Were they educated? Were they enlightened on what they need to do and how to run this market? You see, these are things we need to ask ourselves. And the last video Very Dark Man did, he said he started arresting those people that were seen in the video with him. Was it insightful in what he did? No. He brought it to the knowledge of the world that these were asked to pay 700,000. The onus is on Nafdac to explain the situation, or why they're asking them, or what they need the market to do so that the market will continue. The issue of fake drugs or fake products or whatever is not something that we want to encourage in this country, but then Nafdac should do it the right way. Markets in Onitsha, markets in Aba, markets in Lagos, markets in Kano, they should do the right thing and ensure that the country is sanitized from selling these fake products. Also, they are the customs. What happens? These are where some of these products come from. What happens? You see, everybody needs to put our hands on deck and ensure that we do the right thing. Well, let's keep watching as the drama unfolds, but I think Nafdac needs to do better and see how they can open that market and let those people understand what they are paying for and why they need to make this payment. That is not a backdoor thing. They should do the right thing so that our confidence reposed in that institution right from the day of Dora Akunyili will continue. She sanitized that ministry and that industry. Well, let's see what happens. Well, like I said, kudos to Very Dark Man for giving voice to the voiceless traders in the drug market in Onitsha.